You guys have been subbing up. We'll see if this works this time. I had a couple of problems this morning with connecting up, but hopefully you guys out there are seeing and hearing me. We'll see who jumps on here, and we'll go live at 35. See what everybody's up to on a beautiful Saturday morning. Southern Utah, sure nice today. So just wanted to let you guys all know I sure appreciate all the support. Been having a lot of fun doing this, doing what we've been doing for years. So we're really having a good time. Looks like we got a couple jumping on there. Let's go over here and see if I can see what's working. Morning, Eric. Looks like we got a few jumping on here. So been trying to get the videos out. Been busy at work, and it kind of, my real job cuts into the time I have to edit videos and get them posted up to YouTube, but sure been having fun. Morning, John and Jimmy from South Carolina. John from California, morning. Kind of got a few big announcements here. Got our web store up and going, so we've got a little bit of swag on there. We're going to try to get through those growing pains and figure it all out the best we can. And morning, Alan. Thanks, Payne. Got people from Pennsylvania and Anchorage on here. So looking good this morning. Amy, Nels, good morning. Let's go look at your comments here. I have my computer running in the background, so I'm going to probably be pulling some of the comments off of there and see if I can figure these live streams out a little better. Just using my phone, and got it on a tripod this time so I ain't bouncing around. Morning, David from Walla Walla, Washington, Indiana. Oh, you like the cabinet? Yeah, we got a few trinkets up there. We got the old Pinewood Derby cars. I was bored at camp one day, so we carved this spoon. Figured that one out. A couple other little odds and ends here. 88.5. Anyways, so if you guys got a couple questions, if you'll put them up there, we'll try our best to answer them, and then just kind of go through some of the comments. Morning, Jason, Roy, Wayne. So we're having fun. I was going to kind of show you some of the stuff going on with the behind the scenes stuff. Everybody wonders how I do this. It does take a lot of time, but this little guy right here is my friend, and I hook it onto one of these little babies right here, GoPro gear. So we have just a small single mount, and then we've got all kinds of other miscellaneous goodies that we end up using. You guys knew I was challenged on a recent one with the lighting in a Jeep Rescue, and so we ended up getting some of these little guys right here that'll clip on there. Okay, I got a question. What's my normal full-time job? You're seeing it. I do off-road recovery, as well as I run an automotive shop and a repair facility, and then we run the towing company, Winterton Automotive Towing, from our shop there, so we stay pretty busy. So back to the gear thing, we've got the cat hair mic that I don't use enough because it's kind of a pain, but got magnet mounts that we use to kind of get the footage. See what else we got in here. We got little tripod mounts and miscellaneous things. But the GoPro stuff, without it, I'd be lost trying to catch all this footage and whatnot. But we've got these on most of the vehicles where we can just snap the camera on, which saves us a lot of time. And then I honestly do it with two cameras. So I usually start when we're headed out to just do an intro. And then once we get out there, we try to catch the footage from 2 different angles so I can cut and splice it together when I'm editing. And then just I use Windows Movie Maker, which is simple because I am a simple-minded person, so I know how to use it. But that's kind of some of the behind-the-scenes stuff with the gear. I have even caught footage with this old Sony Handycam, believe it or not, and it's turned out pretty good. And so we're having a lot of fun with this, and like I say, we're obviously in a learning curve, but we're at 35,000, and I honestly can't tell you how much I appreciate all the support. A couple things that'll help us out on our end, if you guys will remember to, I don't like to promote myself, but you have to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Share it on your social media. Help us get the word out and just keep growing the channel. What you see is what you get. We're going to stay authentic, life unscripted. We're going to go out and document what we do when we do it. We don't ever have a plan. We just go do what we do, and we're going to film that in real time and edit out all the garbage so that you guys can stand to watch it. And we're obviously still learning as we go with the lighting, camera angles, the sound, the noise from the wind. We live in a very, when you're at the sand dunes, of course the wind's going to be blowing. So we have to try to keep planning for those things. Busiest time of year is usually in the winter months. But also in the spring when we get all our morning, I should say our rain showers, different things. We stay pretty busy with that time of year. But it's pretty busy most of the year. Hey, thanks for that comment. We do stay busy at our shop, and I think that's a testimony to the quality of work that we put out, and the guys in my shop just are, we try to take care of everybody and give them the benefit of the doubt on their auto repairs. And so when somebody says honest mechanic, it really is a kind of a proud moment for me, because there's plenty out there that don't make an honest living in that field. And so it's good to hear that people are appreciative of the work and time we put in with building a reputation and keeping our reputation that we have. So somebody just brought up the Factor 55 Ultra hooks. These guys put out some amazing products. We use them quite a bit with our recovery gear, and they've been a huge supporter of the channel. So, like I said, I have a hard time promoting myself, and I have a harder time wanting to turn my channel into one big commercial, but these guys have been a huge supporter of me. I consider Justin and the guys at Factor 55 my friends, and they, like they say, they hook me up with the gear that I need to do my job, and they're just amazing folks. They've got a lot of neat equipment out there. So that's some of the behind the scenes as far as camera equipment. And Midvale, Utah, it's probably snowing up there. But anyways, thanks to Factor 55. They are a division of the Warren Industries, and they're a huge supporter of us. And Warren has always been known in the off-road world as the best of the best. Comes to they're the channel, and let's get all this product out there. Pete Peterson, looks like you're South Central. Good morning. Is it laggy, Dean? I'll let it render here for just a minute, see if it'll catch up. Yeah, Rick, they're it's sure good to see them, a local American company doing well with their products. Yeah, we necessarily have the best of internet connection this morning. It looks like we're not big city, but we try our best with the internet. Hey Tony, you as well. Um, so Tony just said it was good to meet me at the Jamboree, and that's something that we've been involved with for since 2003. We really got involved when we started kind of spearheading the events. Me and my wife and a bunch of friends, Matt Westrich, Dixie Four Wheel Drive, Milt Thompson and his family, Don Black, a bunch of those. We started putting these events on in southern Utah in 2003, and it's been a wild ride. We've had a lot of fun over the years, and this winter 4x4 Jamboree sure brings a lot of attention to the area, the popularity, and so it's fun being part of that growth and sharing our area with people to visit. So that's really been a lot of fun being involved with the off-road events. And then a few things that we do in conjunction with that. We do National Public Land Days. We do cleanups every year and clean up our public lands. So that's a pretty good event that we do every year. And then Washington County started doing a hand initiative, and so that's been really good as we get more visitation to keep our public lands cleaned up and put together projects several times a year. And so it's been a really great thing to watch the off-road community, and just not just off-road, but everybody in the community comes together to clean up our. So that's been part of the, I guess one of the benefits from the event that becomes more popular is people able to, be involved in these projects. So that's too. Oh, I'll put those link descriptions up on these products behind me here from Factor 55. We had probably, we've had the last few days. I went out and got the 5-ton from the sandhouse and brought it back to the shop. We pulled the winch off because it's not working. So going on, I'll try to keep the videos coming out, a couple, 2 or 3 a week, and show you what we're in. Welcome to shoot me an email, hello@Casey's Offroad Recovery. Shout out on the media platform and let me know if you like it. Good. If you don't, I guess what we do and just have a good time with it. Looks like we got Eric and John Boy from Alaska's Big Lake, and John Boy from Alaska Big Lake Towing. Morning. And we got Jerry from quite a few people, and just blown away at the support that I get and the comments and the interactions. We enjoy those. I try to get on there and give you a heart and a thumbs up. Get a comment, a heart, or a thumbs up. It's usually me doing it, and if you get a smart aleck comment and a little back and forth, that's me all the time. So yeah, so I don't really care. I just filter through the comments, and I don't beat around the bush. If somebody asks a question, I'll be honest, sir, even if I tell you it's none of your business. But people get too carried away. I just will do a little filtering because there's no room for the nonsense or the negativity. You've probably read for a feeling positive, uplifting experience, and if you don't want to be part of that content out there on YouTube that watch, you're not watching my channel. Like I say, I appreciate the nonsense, negative for sure. Let's see what you're saying here. On this tech all out. So anyways, I guess we're back on live. Give me a couple thumbs up. You're seeing me here. Looks like we're live. Yeah, I'm showing there's a few people connected up again. So sorry about the interruption. That's kind of how it goes with streams sometimes. And like I say, it's kind of on a rescue, taking a rope or getting a flat or whatever the case. You just kind of work through it and see what you do to fix the problem. But at times, but you guys have made it all worth it with your kindness and showing us that you support us with the work we're doing, and all of it combined makes it that so we're able to get on and edit videos and do what we do. And so all the little things help us out on our end. I see a few different towing companies jumping on, and we have some comments back and forth about recovery, and so it's kind of neat talking with some of the other towing companies around different places in the world and see in the way they do things. And one of the big things, stress and professional, and definitely not get anybody hurt or put anybody at risk. You'll probably see us pretty reserved and just being careful what we do out there. I've been doing this for 20 years, and so safety aspect of it is important to us. So that's been a lot. And then mention the guys at Factor 55. If you guys are out there doing your own, have a couple information booklets that they put together, and through this of snatch, kinetic rope recoveries, as well as winch recoveries. So if you guys get on there and check out the Factor 55 stuff, this is their guide to winching, and that'll walk you through the basics of doing it safely. I know a lot of you guys are more than capable of recovering yourself or your friends when you're out willing, and so definitely want to freshen up on some of the techniques that have been learned over the years, whether you do it through Factor 55 information or get on the web and make sure that you're doing recoveries, that you're doing them safely. Also give a shout, and part of his big with his channel is education. He's all about keeping people safe, promoting responsible use of public lands and trails open. So check his channel out if you get. There's another guy here who lives right down the street from me, but he's a golfer. He has a channel called Fix Your Dip, and he just started it up, and it is actually pretty dang funny. If you guys, golfer or no golfer, if you guys check out that Fix Your Divot channel, he's just barely getting there that have really reached out other channels. We've got West Desert Shooter, Big Truck, Big RV, got Ron Pratt. There's just so many. It's just been a lot of fun to interact with those guys and have the back and forth behind the scenes. So it was pretty fun. So Tech Contact asked about my 5-ton and Nodwell parked at Sand Hollow. So that is part of our base of operations. Right now, I don't have anything parked out there, but during the events, we will park them out there. And most of the time, we sponsor the big events, UTV Takeover, HCR Rally on the Rocks, Winter 4x4 Jamboree. And so as a sponsor, we go out and park equipment there so it's available when we need it. And then I also have applied and working through the conditional use process for that. Duke and Locksmith asked if I'm buddies with Fabrat. I know Paul. I don't know him that well, but I've known him through the demolition derby scene for years. Oh, happy birthday, Tractor Boy. You need to change your name to Tractor Boy 35 though, instead of Tractor Boy 31. Let's go see what else we got here. Oh, so Gold Rush Alaska, yeah, we've watched that. Those Nodwells, when I first got my Nodwell, the previous owner had said that it was actually set up as a drilling rig, and it came out of Alaska, and that's just been an amazing piece of equipment to have available to us. It doesn't care snow, sand, mud, rocks. It'll do them all. It's not just a snowcat, and so it's really multi-purpose. If you drive down in the lake and get stuck, I'll drive out there and snatch onto you, and just you're coming with. So it's a nice piece of equipment to have available, that's for sure. Couple more shout outs YouTube channel wise. I get lots and lots of comments about Southern Utah and the area, just the beauty. It just is amazing. You just don't know until you experience just how beautiful Southern Utah is. And so I have a friend that runs a channel here as well, and it's called Back Roads West 1. So he talks about the area. He has a lot of more detailed information on areas you can visit if you guys do make it out here. My buddy Ben Diamante runs a channel called Shed Crazy. He's an awesome dude. He had a big old bushy beard. He just shaved it off. So if you guys check out Shed Crazy, you might not recognize him without the beard, but he has a pretty good channel as well. Shout out to Millennial Farmer, Mark Freeman, and Asta Cruiser, a couple Canadians up there. Those guys have been fun to interact with, and they put out a lot of good content as well. Oh, where's Jeep Doc? Is Jeep Doc on here today? Let's go look. Let's see here. I don't see Jeep Doc on here today. But yeah, I've met a lot of neat people through YouTube, and I just wanted to get on here for a few minutes today. If you guys got a couple questions, I've probably got 4 or 5 more minutes, and we'll probably bail out. But just been having a lot of fun, and it's definitely been work and a learning process. Oh, so I got a couple here. Do I ever plan on enclosing the Naughty? I probably will at some point, but it really is like riding on an oven. That thing puts the heat off. And when you're sitting on that and that motor's working, it'll bake you right out of there. Enclosed wind blowing, it doesn't matter. It puts a lot of heat off. Then somebody said something about the beard. I don't know what to do with the beard. I got booted off my live stream, so it's actually a stock sidekick clutch, and I run a OTT Industries dual transfer case setup, and so it's a 5.1 to 1. Eric Scott wants to know what's going on with a 5-ton. It's actually at the shop right now. I drove it in from Sand Hollow. We're working on the winch. We took the water tank off. That will be our next video, I believe. It's this short little snippet of pulling the water tank off it, and we're just going to keep getting it geared up. And I still do have the other 5-ton. In the 5-ton world, it's probably not a bad idea to have a few parts around. So I don't know what I'm doing with that one yet. It's kind of like my trailer situation. I've got 10 or 15 trailers, and I don't need any of them. We go out and beat the crap out of them, getting side-by-sides off the sand dunes, and Just they beaten, that's for sure. Hello from Sweden, Hans. I'm not even going to try to pronounce your name. Looks like we got Marwan from Tripoli, Libya. Um, Duke and Locksmiths, hi Nisa, if you guys are liking the repair videos, they're probably my least favorite to do. But if you guys are enjoying the repair and walk around videos, I'll try to do a few of those the next couple months. Just maybe show you my fleet a little more, show you what we've got on in the shop. No, we don't have any snow. Thank goodness. That's probably why I live here. Spazman Lee, I'm going to see what my schedule's like for the Coos Bay, Oregon UTV takeover and talk to Steve and the boys. We are a sponsor of the event here, but I was thinking it would be kind of fun to go see a different area and check out the Coos Bay, Oregon area. Flat spot. If everybody would just, on the count of three, say flat spot, he needs some attention, it looks like. Oh, wow. Alberta, Canada is 25. Is that Celsius? Oh, Fahrenheit, I guess. Yeah. So it's like 65 here today. It's going to be a beautiful day. I've got my morning routine out of the way with feeding the mules and making sure everything had water. And we've got a wedding week after, probably in the next hour or so. So get all those formalities out of the way. I had somebody ask me about the trailer. Somebody corrected me. I've got a lot of trailers, but right now I'll be honest with you, it's got a load on it. It was the closest trailer and the easiest one to get to, so I loaded a ton of hay on it and hauled it back to the mules, and it's got 4 or 5 bales left, and then I'll sweep it off, maybe get working on it again. What kind of shooters do I have in the safe? Well, we can't talk about it on YouTube. I'll get filtered. All right. On the road again. My sister's moving today. Looks like she's on here. She's got her U-Haul loaded and heading up the road again. So yeah, when you guys get out this way, it's definitely a place worth visiting. You'll love every minute of your stay. Duke and Locksmith. I have been lucky so far on not getting locked out of my safe. I don't know why, because I hear people do that all the time, but it just has paperwork in it. You're not buying it, are you? A guy from Utah just saying his safe's full of paperwork. Yeah, this COVID thing, Laurie has put a dampener on a lot of things. Hey, there's my mother. Yeah, expensive paperwork. You got to have a place for all your titles and old pictures. Where did that one thing go? I had something I was going to show you. I don't know where I put it. But anyways, Mike says he loves a Samurai. I don't know. I'm kind of rig poor right now. I have Jeeps and Samurais and track rigs and 5 tons. I don't really need any other vehicles, but you never know. Might see a little snowcat or some off the wall rig I can't live without. Somebody said it's a midlife crisis at 43 to go buy another 5-ton, but whatever. I think every man should have a 5-ton parked in the driveway. You never know when you might have a zombie apocalypse or something. Samurai. My yard at the shop definitely gets a lot of cars in it. And so we haul them in 30, 60, 90 days, and the state will come do an impound sale, and then we haul them all across the street to the junkyard. And so our yard at the shop definitely gets a lot of cars in it. N2 Rescue, 5-ton wrecker, that would be kind of fun. I think if I was going to do a 5-ton wrecker, I'd probably go buy one that's actually a wrecker. But I'd have to justify it somehow. Because you guys remember what happened when I bought the first 5-ton. And for those that don't know what happened when I bought the first 5-ton is I took my wife along for the ride. But the night before, when I had told her that I bought a 5-ton, she threw a flip-flop at me. So the 5-ton's nickname is actually Flip-Flop, but we haven't got the word out. It's pretty funny. Yeah, so Marwin brings up the video editing. I used to take me probably 5 or 6 hours of video to edit them, and I was pretty particular about what I was putting out, and then I realized that the things that I mess up on and the little odds and ends that I don't get perfect is just part of the experience. I've always said it's just going to be genuine, and it is what it is. And so I have been taking less and less time and being less particular, but maybe I'm just getting better at it. So the video edits now are taking between, I don't know, I would say on average 2 hours, maybe 3 on the 30-minute ones. Yeah. So the video is a little time, but get the word out on the flip-flop. I'll have to get a decal on that old 5-ton and probably get one of those little mini flip-flops to hang from the rear view mirror off the horn wire or something. Looked into outsourcing editing. I really haven't. I've been able to maintain pretty well on the video editing. There's odds and ends that we're struggling with, but we're doing okay. And I'm not going to be pushing really, really hard to grow the channel exponentially. I want a genuine, real experience without all the nonsense and advertising and commercialized crap that you have to do to really blow your channel up. And that's just not me. I mentioned earlier that you probably won't see me promoting myself a lot and promoting products a lot, but there's going to be a few companies that have been with me from the beginning that I'm going to get the word out about, and I'm going to, mention to you guys in a passive way, so to speak, of what products I use and why I use them. Because if I just have a product, for example, I grab something and I use it in a rescue and I throw it back in my Jeep, I get a bunch of questions after questions after questions. So what is that? Where'd you get it? Who makes it? So if I just say this is a Factor 55 or Bubba Rope or whatever the case might be, a BF Goodrich tire, everybody knows what they are. It says right on the side. So when I'm doing these videos, you're probably going to see me mention what I'm using and why I use it and tell you about my experience, which it'll save me time in the long run. And then it'll also point you guys toward good, high quality products that work well in recovery, something that you can count on and depend on and have the support and the backup from the company to address any issues you have with their product. So keeping it real, life unscripted, as I always say, and nothing planned. If I do it, I'll probably put it out there. Go grab a couple couple more questions. I think we'll probably bail out of here. Let you guys get back to your work day or your snowstorm or whatever you're doing today. But like I said earlier, I really appreciate all the support. You guys have been phenomenal to get me to 35,000. You guys want to jump on the Instagram and Facebook and all those other platforms that we still haven't figured out. Well, we'll sure appreciate all that support and sharing, liking, subscribing, all that jargon that they throw out there. So thanks for coming, hanging out with me today. Sorry about the little bit of an interruption there in the middle of it. If I'll see how it renders, and I'll clean that up a little bit if we can. And thank you for everything and all the support. And we will catch you on the next one. Thanks for coming along for the ride.